Hello lovelies, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this perfect soft homemade bread. This is the best bread you will ever make. So if you want to know how to make this soft bread, keep watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and please do not forget to share. Alright, so to achieve this perfect soft delicious homemade bread, first we are going to be making this paste for the bread, and this is what is going to give you bread that's super soft, pillowy, very fluffy texture that we need in this bread. Alright, so this is the secret to the bakery bread that you buy. So with this recipe, I bet you will never ever buy bread again. Alright, so all you need are just two ingredients. Just your bread flour with hot milk. Mix this two into a very smooth paste, just like you're seeing right now on your screen. And once that is nice and well smooth, we are going to cover with a plastic wrap and then place this in the fridge to cool for 10 minutes. And while that is going on in the fridge, next you want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl. Into that I've gone in with my warm milk, that's lukewarm milk, and then I added from the sugar that I'm going to be using for the whole recipe. Just add a little bit of it into the milk you added to the bowl, and I also added from the milk I'm going to be using for the whole recipe. And now add your yeast and then mix this until the yeast is dissolved. And now we will cover this and allow it sit for 10 minutes. And this is we trying to proof this yeast. And here we have it after 10 minutes. As you can see, this is perfectly okay. The yeast is nice and perfect for you to use. And once you see that bubbles, that means the yeast is active. Alright, so after 10 minutes, I've gone in with the rest of the sugar and then mix with your spatula to dissolve the sugar. And once that is well mixed, and now you want to add your flour, and I'm using bread flour. You can use all-purpose flour for this recipe. After adding the flour, I went in with my salt and then just give that a quick mix and then go in with the rest of the milk. And once I add the rest of the milk, I'll then go ahead and add in the paste we made earlier. So once you add the rest of the milk, before you start mixing this into a dough, go ahead and add the paste we made earlier. And like I said, this paste is very, very important in this recipe. If you want to get the perfect texture, the perfect softness, if you want this bread, if you want your bread, to come out like that of the bakery bread, like, that very soft, pillowy, stretch or elastic bread, you will need this paste in your dough. And once you add the paste, you want to mix that with a spatula until it comes together or form a dough. And once that has formed into a dough, you want to transfer to a clean work surface. Just knead for about 2 minutes. And now I've gone in with my soft butter. And once I add the butter, at this point it's going to get really, really messy. The surface, your hand, everything is going to get really messy. Just go ahead and keep kneading. And one thing I'm going to tell you is never to add extra flour to this. Even if it sticks to your hand, just use your spatula to scrape the surface as well as your hand and then continue to knead. And one thing to help you with this is to wash your hand constantly. If you feel that the ones that stick to your hand are getting dried up, you can wash your hand and then come back and continue to knead this. And another thing is to knead this for about 20 minutes. If you want to get that perfect soft, elastic bread, you want to knead this for 20 minutes. And you want to come out with a very smooth and elastic dough, just like this. Look at that. Very perfect and elastic. And if you have a mixer to use in kneading this, you can go ahead and use your mixer. but I love to use my hand when it comes to making my pastries or bread. All right, so this is 20 minutes later of kneading this dough, and I tell you, it wasn't easy because of the stickiness. It was really sticky. It was so sticky, but we achieved what we were looking for. All right, so now transfer this to a slightly oiled bowl. Once you have kneaded for 20 minutes, you want to smooth the dough, form it into a smooth ball shape, and then transfer to a slightly oiled bowl. Cover with a plastic wrap and a kitchen towel and set aside to stay at room temperature for 40 to 50 minutes or until the dough has doubled in size. You want that to double. You need that proof. You need your dough to proof. Like, that's another way of getting the soft texture bread that you're looking for. And after 40 minutes, our dough has doubled in size and we are ready for this. Now transfer to your clean work surface, and before that, give the dough a punch to release the air. All right, so now transfer to a clean work surface and then divide the dough into 6 equal pieces. And once that is done, you want to grab each dough and roll out, just like you're seeing right now on your screen. And once I've rolled that out, I'm going to fold it just like you're seeing right now on your screen. And once you fold this in, grab your rolling pin again and then roll this out gently. All right, so quickly, let me say a very big thank you to all my returning subscribers and to my new members. Guys, you're super amazing. You're awesome. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you for the like, the share, the comments. Guys, I don't take your support for granted. Thank you all so much, and I truly appreciate. Alright guys, so this is it. Once you have rolled that out, you want to roll this, just roll this into this very shape, fold it into this very shape, just like this, and then transfer to your baking tin or your bread pan. Transfer to your baking pan, okay, your bread pan. And then we want to repeat this, and like I said, flatten this and then fold this into this very thing you're seeing right now, or shape you're seeing. And you want to grab your rolling pin again and then stretch this a little bit more. You want to flatten it a little bit more, and then once you are done, go ahead and start from the end part and just fold this, fold until you get this very perfect, beautiful shape. And you want to get these very edges that you're seeing right now. Yeah. And once we are done, transfer this to your bread pan, and we are going to cover with a plastic wrap and then set aside. So I'm having this in 2 pan, and this is the other pan. So we are going to let this sit at room temperature, or you can just preheat your oven, just a little bit. And if you want this to rise quickly, you want them to double in size quickly, you can preheat your oven, and make sure the oven is not hot. You just want to, preheat it for about 2 minutes. And once that starts to heat up a little, just off it and then place the bread inside the oven, to help you with the rising process. All right, so once the dough has doubled in size, next you want to whisk together 2 egg yolks with a tablespoon of milk, and then brush it on the bread and transfer to a preheated oven and bake at 160 for 30 minutes. And this is it. After 30 minutes, I tell you, the aroma in my kitchen right now is to die for. It's so appetizing. Like, the bread came out super perfect, very beautiful, and the softness was out of the world. It was out of this world. Like, the softness was so amazing. It came out so perfect, like 100% perfect. I love how soft it is, how fluffy it is. And before that, guys, once you take this out of the oven, you want to brush, just brush the top with some butter, and that is going to add extra shine and extra softness to that crispy top. And guys, this is it. Our bread is ready. Tell me you don't love what you're seeing right now, and I tell you this is the best bread I've ever made. This was absolutely, like, it was so good. Very soft. I love the texture, the softness, the fluffiness, and the taste. I love everything about this bread. All right, guys, so this is how you make your perfect soft homemade bread. And if you enjoyed this recipe, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Please don't forget to share and also leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Enjoy.